Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lea Sonre. In today's video, I'll show you 5 basic principles that will unlock your financial goals in 2025. 5 basic but powerful principles that will unlock your financial goals in 2025. Are you currently struggling financially? Or you hit your goals in 2024, you want to double your goals, you want to triple your goal, you want to quadruple your goal in 2025, listen to these 5 basic principles that will unlock your financial gateway in 2025. Without wasting much of our time, subscribe to my channel, click the like button and notification button to see my videos, encourage your friends, your loved ones with my videos, send my video to them, let them subscribe to this channel so that they can listen to entrepreneurship and business content like this. The number one, unlock your power. Unlock your power. And how do you unlock your power? Have you ever wondered, maybe someone jumped from two-story building, landed safely on the ground, then started hit the ground running. Probably maybe there's fire outbreak in the building. Or you saw someone that saw the snake during the evening walk, then jumped like 2-meter trenches just to save his life or her life. Probably they might not attend those things when they are in right senses, but something prompted them to act, and they acted based on the information that the brain gave to them. So the thing is, they have the power, but many of them don't know that they have the power. Number one principle, unlock your power. And how do you unlock your power? You have to believe in yourself. You believe in yourself that this present situation that you are passing through is giving you enough strength for you to be able to last your success. Let me read from James chapter 1. In James chapter 1, verse 2 to 8, I'll read from James chapter 1, verse 2 to 8. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptation, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect, entire, wanting nothing. When you are passing through hard times, like your business is not going fine, your finances is not going fine, there's something that God is trying to let you know. There's something that you are trying to learn that will be able to make you to outlast your success. Imagine if you get to the last rung of the ladder of success and you are not prepared, you will fall flat. But if you are prepared, you have more than enough equipment to assist you when you get to the level. Let's go to verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God, that giveth to all men liberally and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. 6. But let him ask in faith, not in wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. 7. For let not that the man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all ways. Bible is so perfect. Why I like Bible is that Bible is not all about religious book. Bible speak about business, about entrepreneurship, about religion, about politics, about many things. Many of the success principles were extracted from the Bible, then they removed the verses of the Bible so that they now turn it to their own. Right? This Bible verse tells us that when you are facing tribulations, you need to know, to rewire your brain, that what you are passing through is preparing you for a better version of you, so that whenever you now get to the place that you are going to be able to outlast your success. Imagine someone that jumped trenches of 3-meter width. He was unable to do so in normal senses. That means your body will function based on the information the brain sent to your body. Believing in yourself, there are many things that you can do, but because you have a self-doubt, you don't attempt to do it. The Bible says that a double-minded man is unstable in all ways. Who is a double-minded? Some people will say double-minded person is someone that say A now, and then with a couple of minutes he say B. No, that's not the double-minded person. A double-minded is someone that have a contradicted belief. What you believe in the conscious mind and what you believe on the subconscious mind is different. For instance, let's say someone say, okay, by 2025 I want to make $1 million. That's a belief, that's a goal, right? And then deep inside of him, he say, how can you, where can you get $1 million? Are you going to rob the bank to get $1 million? The subconscious mind is telling the person that you are not going to get $1 million. While in his conscious mind, because someone motivated him to write a goal, he wrote a goal of making $1 million. So he has a contradicted belief. And that's what the Bible calls a double-minded person. So if you are a double-minded person, you lack faith. In verse 6, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. People that doubt themselves, they lack faith. Why? Because they don't believe in themselves. Faith is trust. You trust something that you don't see. Trust is confidence. Whenever you have confidence in something, you trust that thing. And the word confidence came from confide. When I confide in you, I trust you. I can give you my information. I know that my information is secured. That is confidence. So if you want to unlock your power in 2025, and that translates to your finances, your marriage, anything, you can apply to anything, believe in yourself, have self-confidence, go for that thing, go for your goals, go for it, pursue it. Don't just stay, don't just dream. Go and get it. Have self-confidence, have self-belief. And that's how to unlock your power. And that's the foundation of everything that you want to be, because if you have a self-doubt, you can never win a thing. You don't believe yourself, you can never achieve a thing, because life is all about belief. Whatever you believe have a way of radiating itself back to you. Thought is an energy. So if you believe that you can win, you can win. If you believe that you can't win, you can't win. So you have to change your belief system. In 2025, I'm going to make $1 million. How it will happen, none of your business. And along the way to make that $1 million will afford itself. So you need to have a very solid self-belief. You need to have faith in your process. You need to have faith in your craft. You need to have faith in whatever you are doing, whether it's YouTube videos, whether it's, you are starting a small business, you are an employee, you are working for someone. You need to have faith. You need to approach, have self-confidence, have faith. Some of you, your boss may call you, say, how much do you think we can increase your salary? Many of you will not be able to say, I want to triple my salary. I want to quadruple my salary, because you doubt yourself. You doubt your ability of what you can do. Many of you, you prefer to make your boss smile instead of making yourself smile. Stop self-doubting. Unlock your power. That's the first principle that will enable you to unlock your financial goals in 2025. The second principle is overcome your fear and anxiety. Overcome your fear and anxiety. That's the second principle. I always say that fear has killed many destinies than World War I and World War II. And then in Africa, malaria is very common, and malaria kills millions and millions of people every year. So I know that fear has killed many destinies than malaria and mosquito combined. Many individuals that are supposed to have generational wealth, fear killed them, and they are unable to do anything. Let's examine how fear dealt with people in the Bible, then I will share my story. In Genesis 21, verse 17. Many of you know about the story of Hagar, the maid that Abraham impregnated. When Sarah gave birth to Isaac, Sarah pursued her. Abraham agreed with Sarah, and Hagar and the small baby went into the desert, right? So verse 17, they were facing challenges in the desert. There was no water to drink, and the woman was blindfolded with fear and anxiety, and she was not be able to realize the opportunity around her. She lacked awareness because of fear and anxiety. Let me tell you, if you are afraid of a situation, it deprives you the energy to overcome it. If you fear and anxiety engulf your thinking faculty, it deprives you the strategic method to navigate yourself out of that situation. So this lady in verse 17 of that Genesis 21:17, and God heard the voice of the lad, and the angel of the God called her to Hagar out of heaven, and said unto her, What aileth thee, Hagar? Fear not, for God had heard the voice of the lad where he is. Listen to something there. The small baby, they always have faith. He doesn't know the situation around him. All the baby knows is, my mom will find solution to this present problem. But Hagar, in the other way around, Hagar was engulfed with fear and anxiety. She now placed the baby in very far distance away, so that if the baby will die, she's not going to see her baby, right? But God did not hear the voice of Hagar. He does not listen to Hagar. He does not even concerned about Hagar. God heard the voice of the small baby, because the small baby believed that my mom will find solution to this present problem. Can you now see? When you are engulfed with fear and anxiety, it will be very difficult for God to speak to you. And that's why in the Bible, oftentimes, if angel of the Lord appears to people, the first thing he addresses is the problem. The angel of the Lord said to that woman, fear not. God has heard the voice of your baby, not your voice, the voice of your baby, right? Can you see now? And then in verse 19, what happened in verse 19? In verse 19, and God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went and filled the bottle with water and gave the lad to drink. Can you see? God opened our eyes. So the question is, was the well there before, or something magically just dug the well after God opened her eyes? No. The well was there before, but because she was engulfed by fear and anxiety, she was unable to see the solution to her problem. How many of you, because of fear now, fear of unknown, you are unable to start your business? Many employees, they are unable to increase their salary because they are waiting for their boss to say, okay, I'm increasing your salary. Why not walk up to your boss? Boss, I noticed that the economic situation of the country is not smiling. What can you do regarding my salary? Many people, I don't want to lose my job, and fear has killed many destinies. For business people, have you ever experienced you are sending a quotation to a client and then you say, okay, let me just call this price so that whenever they negotiate, we meet at the middle. And you send your price to the client, and client did not bother to negotiate the price. Let's say, wow, I lost. Had I know, I would have marked up the price a bit. I know business people, they will relate with this. Let's see another Bible character that fear almost killed their destiny. Matthew 25:25. Before Matthew 25:25, what happened? A master went on his journey. He gave capital to 3 servants. He gave one talent, he gave one 2 talents, and gave one 5 talents. Talent is 75 pounds or 35 kilogram, and inside 1 pound is 16 ounces. 1 ounce of gold now, as I'm speaking, maybe 2,600 or 2,550 thereabout. So 1 talent is equivalent to $3 million. The Bible say in Matthew 25:15, the master gave them talent according to their several abilities. That means all of them have abilities to turn 1 to 2, 2 to 4, and 5 to 10, right? But the one that has 1, he was unable to realize that he has ability to turn 1 to 2. Let's go there. In Matthew 25:25, and I was afraid, and I went and hid thy talent in the earth. The master said, thou wicked, slothful servant. The master withdrew that 1 talent and gave to the one that have many. Do you know that if you make money in your business, you have opportunity to meet more clients? If you lost your business, the tendency is that you are going to go out of the marketplace because you are not making profit. And what keeps you from not making profit is fear. Fear has killed many destiny. Let's examine another Bible character that fear dealt with. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 17, verse 11. You know, in this Bible chapter, we saw that David killed Goliath. And then what happened? What's the preceding event before David killed Goliath? You know, David was an amateur army, but he has been practicing before that time. But unknowingly to people, they thought he was an amateur. But what happened to Saul, the great warrior? What happened to him? Fear can turn a warrior to civilian. Okay, let's read 1 Samuel 17:11. When Saul and all the Israelites heard those words of Philistine, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. 24. And all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, fled from him and were sore afraid. Can you see? Fear can turn a warrior to a civilian. Fear can turn a winner to a loser. And Saul, because of fear, was unable to confront the Philistine. But David, the other way around, David left the carriage and ran to the war front to see what is going on there. So in 2025, if you want to make money, you need to get rid of fear. You need to get rid of fear. Let me share my story. 2016, I lost my business. I have a tipper truck. So as I'm making the money from tipper, I'm servicing my loan. So at some point, my business has problem. There's no liquidity to revive my business. I end up sold the truck, return part of the money that I owe. For a couple of weeks, my life was nothing. I can't even see what to do. I'm tired of the whole situation. So I'm left with option to stay and bury myself in my failure, or to stick my neck out and seek for a fresh beginning. I just seek for the fresh beginning. One morning, I took up my bag. I told myself that I'm not coming back to this house. I'm going to Lagos. I don't know where I'll sleep in Lagos. I know that I'm going to oil and gas terrain because I've worked in oil and gas before that time. I'm familiar with almost all the depots in Lagos, Dockyard, Nimco, Apapa, Tikan. I'm familiar with all of those depots. My intention was I will go to this place. I will look for something to do, maybe a middleman. Where I will sleep, I don't know. Maybe I'll be sleeping inside mosque or Union House or whatever. I don't know where I will sleep. I just set out that fateful morning. I don't even have money that can sustain me for 2 days or more. I packed 1 jean and 2 shirts into my very compact bag and I left. 12 hours after the time I left Ibadan to Lagos, I have a spare key to an apartment that I don't even think of. Then a week after, the owner of the apartment traveled to Ibadan because the work in Ibadan, oil and gas sector in Nigeria is a little bit dynamic because of demand and supply. Sometimes they ration the products. Some of the product will be in NNPC Ibadan, some will be in Lagos. As at that time that I come to Lagos, NNPC Ibadan depot have more supply, and the person has to go back to Ibadan. After I had my business failure, and I inherited a studio apartment with 10 months rent free because I was able to step out to face my fear. Now in 2025, don't let fear grip you. You need to take step, achieve your goal in 2025. The next principle that I will share with you today is start with the head in mind. Start with the head in mind. The circle of God intent is God always know the end from beginning. And if you want to operate based on the principle of God, in your financial goal, you have to start with end from the beginning. And what's that? What's the end from beginning? Whenever you want to do anything, set your goals, see what is achievable before you start doing it. Okay, let me read Bible. I'll show you my principle and how I got to know about that principle. I love David a lot because it shows me many success principles that is practicable to day-to-day living. Let me show you in the Bible. In 1 Samuel 17, that same place that David killed Goliath. Before David killed Goliath, everybody is familiar with the story of David killed Goliath, but there's some certain things that David does that people don't pay attention to. Let's read. And the men of Israel said, have you seen the man that is come up? Surely to defy Israel is coming up, and it shall be, listen to this, the man that killed him, the king will enrich him, number one, great riches, and will give him his daughter, marriage, and make his father house free in Israel, tax free. David saw three things. The king will enrich him, the king will entrust his daughter to him, the person that killed Goliath, and then tax free for his entire lineage. Before David does not just kill Goliath. David saw the reward before attempting to kill Goliath. Do we understand? That is the principle of seeing the end from the beginning. Many of us, you don't even have the end. You are just living your life by default. You are just living your life for living sake. You don't even know what you want to achieve in 2025. And then in a couple of days, we are going to end this year and start another one. You don't even have the goal. It doesn't stop there. Let's go further. In 27, and the people answered him and said to him, this manner, and saying so, it shall be done to the man. So David does not stop there. David has for the first person, has for the second person, has for the third person. He wants to be sure of the reward before committing himself to the task. Can you see the transaction there? David is a smart businessman. David is a smart businessman. What is in it for me is your goal. If you want to start a business, what is in it for me? If you want to get a job, what is in it for me? You want to have a collaboration for someone, what is in it for me? If there's nothing in it for you, don't waste your time in 2025. If there's nothing in it for you, don't waste your time in 2025, because you end up spend 2025 almost the way you spent 2024. So what is in it for me? Have a goal before you start any relationship in 2025. Have a definite goal. What is coming out of this relationship? What is coming out of this transaction? What is coming out of this engagement? Does this thing worth my time? Yeah, if you haven't seen my video on currency, there will be a link here. Go and see the video on currency. Time is greater than money. Time is not money. Because if you say time is money, my 1 hour can cost you, like if you want to come and speak in your event, my 1 hour can cost you like maybe 200,000 for 1 hour. But someone's 1 hour might be $1 million. Maybe a musician can charge like maybe $1 million per event, or $10 million per event. So my own 1 hour at the rate of 200,000 naira at my level is not the same as someone's 1 hour when they charge $1 million, right? That is, time is not equal to money. Time is greater than money. The equivalent of time is now dependent on the value of the person that have the time, right? So in 2025, that's 365 days. Your question is, before you set out in the money, what is in it for me? What is in it for me? If you already know what you are going to get before you set yourself in a task, you know what that one does for you? It gives you courage to wake up in the morning and go out and pursue your goal. Why? Because you know that you have something that you are running towards. Number two, when you want to get discouraged, those things will be you'll be like a catalyst to keep you focused on your goal. And number three, when you get that reward, everybody is going to celebrate you. So in 2025, before you start any transaction, before you start any dealings, know what is in it for you. Number four principle that I'll share with you today is celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. 1 Samuel 17:34. When David attempted to kill Goliath, there are many people that came to him. His elder brother came to him. Why don't you be inside the wilderness and be tending the sheep now? What are you looking for here? And the son said, okay, what can you do? So if you change your course and you want to make money in 2025, there are many people that will discourage you. There are many people, because you already define your goal for 2025, they are not going to feel comfortable around you again. Let them go. There are some people, their strategy that is not working, they might want to impose it on you. Saul wanted to help David by giving him hammer, give him some things, but it doesn't work for David. He came out with his own strategy. And his brother want to discourage him. You're supposed to be somewhere else. You are not meant for here. Those are the things that people, when you define your goal, your hand from beginning, you know your hand from beginning, you know what is in it for you, you have a vision, you have a goal, you believe in yourself. People that doubt themselves, they are going to come to your way and say, okay, do you think you can achieve this? Your own is, let me celebrate my success. And how do you celebrate your success? You are a winner. You are a winner. If you don't know, you are a winner. Do you know how many cells that swim before you are born? For someone that say they have enormous cell count, they have about 40 million cells. Maybe you are the only one that survived. Or if you are twins, maybe two of you survived. So that means you are a winner. You outrun more than 39.99999 million cells before you are born. You are a winner. So celebrate that at some point before you are born, you are a winner. Celebrate that. If you don't see anything to celebrate around you, celebrate that at some point you are a winner, and that's why you are born. Celebrate your wins as being one of my best principles that I used to apply. Let's see how David applied the principle. In 1 Samuel 17:34, David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep, and there came a lion and a bear, and took a lamb out of the flock. I went out after him and smote him, and delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his head, by his beard, and smote him and slew him. 36. The servant slew both lion and bear, and this uncircumcised Philistine shall be as one of them, seeing he had defied the armies of the living God. Can you see? David was in higher level negotiation, and some people came across him to discourage him. Whenever you are going to upscale to a larger level, there are many things that will discourage you. I was speaking with my friend recently. He was doing something, and then people around him, they want to discourage him. Some are even trying to say you are not capable of doing this thing that you are doing. When we are speaking, we say, okay, these people don't rate you, so you need to show them. By celebrating your wins means that you look back to the small wins that you have expressed in the past, reminisce on those wins, know that the God that can help you to pass through those wins can still help you this time. That is one of the basic things that David does. David always look back and see maybe he has won in the past. If I was able to conquer the lion and the bear, what about this uncircumcised Philistine? So how many of you, when you face with different challenges now, you only know about now, you don't flash back? I read a book, The Magic. It taught me how to count my blessings. That if you count your blessings, you are open door for more, right? So you need to know how to count your blessings. Celebrate your wins. If you have ever done something in the past and translate to a win, celebrate it. You wrote an exam in the past and you got the exam right, celebrate it. You are fighting for salary increment, but at some point you pass an interview to get that job in the first place, celebrate that win. Any small win, celebrate it. Because if you celebrate on that wins, it's going to refresh your brain that you have won in the past, and whatever you have done in the past, you can repeat it again. David knows this, and he said that if God has helped me to conquer this bear, if God has helped me to conquer lion in the past, how much more that God can help me to conquer this uncircumcised Philistine? So celebrate your win. If you have won in the past, and if you don't remember anyone, know that more than 40 million cells are swimming, and you are the only survivor, or two of you are the survivor if you are a twin. Celebrate your win. It's one of my favorite principles that I usually follow every time. Many times if I'm passing through challenges, I'll say, okay, I remember one time I came to Lagos, I don't know where to stay, but after a week, I became the owner of the apartment. That's it. Okay, I remember that I started a business and then it goes haywire, but later on the business went well. Okay, that's it. So you count all those things that you want, you count all those things, you are standing somewhere one day, someone helped you, you got to where you are going, celebrate it. You don't have money to eat, and sometimes someone gives you money unexpectedly, you find something to eat, celebrate it. When you celebrate all those small, small wins, it gives you more energy to face the current one that you are passing through. It's not only finances, maybe your life goals, your life not going well. Celebrate, look back, count your blessing, celebrate your wins. And by doing so, you get positive energy to face the current challenges. And the last one is divine backing and the heart of believing in God. Whatever you see is controlled by unseen. And Genesis, the Bible says that, and God make man out of the dust of the ground, and he breathed to his nostrils, and man become a living soul. So a fraction of you came from God. If you take a corn from the ground, it dies. If you take fish from the water, it dies. If you are disconnected from God, you die. So some part of you, fraction of you, you are spirit, living in the body, having a soul. So a part of you is connected with God. So you have to believe in God. And when you do all those 5 principles, principle number one, unlock your power. Principle number 2, overcome fear and anxiety. Principle number 3, know the end from beginning. Know your reward before you start a task. Principle number 4, celebrate your wins. And principle number 5, believe in God, that divine backing is always true and always possible. Let's see what David said when he wanted to fight Goliath. And David said, moreover, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hand of this Philistine. And Saul said unto David, go, and the Lord be with thee. So know that David does not only focus on the reward. He acknowledged that God has helped him in the past, and he's still referencing the God. So when you go to the crossroad, you don't know what to do. Even yesterday, we are on that same crossroad. One of the business that we are trying to do, enter crossroad, and then we are praying to God, and the situation, God came through. Divine backing. You cannot rule out divine backing if you want to make your financial goal in 2025. With these 5 principles, I believe that you will be able to unlock your financial goals, your relationship goal, or whatever goals that you set for 2025. See you in my next video. Thank you.